It is a reality. I mean, you might not see it around Green Bay, but it is there. Like, no guy's gonna just lay on the corner of a street and sleep to show homelessness. No, they try to hide. Like, I've seen people sleep behind the Boys and Girls Club, but they're not gonna sleep right in public to make themselves look like bums. Like, you don't see it like that. So if you do think that there's not a homelessness issue in Green Bay, it's not gonna just be obvious. You actually have to search for it.
We're like the fourth highest in the state. So it's Milwaukee, either Madison or Racine, and then Green Bay with the highest numbers. But for us, at-risk students too, they have a home, but they're at risk for being successful in school and life for a lot of different reasons, poverty being one of them. And so since our numbers at our school are almost 80%, so if I have 1,000 students, 800 of my students are at risk. And when you start saying things like that, that changes it. Our elementary schools are 99%.
One of the keys to ending generational poverty is that of working with the children. What we don't appreciate or think of enough is that people who live in poverty are experiencing trauma. Poverty is trauma, in particular for children. EPH fits that niche within the homeless continuum within our community. A lot of our families go into shelter, and then when they need additional support, additional services, then they moved into transitional housing, which is the niche that we fill. Then after transitional, it becomes, you move towards self-sufficiency. We believe being in school and having that experience, having exposure to the teachers and to the mentors that are there to maintaining academic standards is a real important part of that long-term development of the child and of the family. And when I say we, what I'm referring to is a very strong partnership. Partnership of 20 Green Bay area churches, a partnership with the Salvation Army that provides case management for us, works with our family, partnership with other social support agencies within our community, but most of all, the broad network of volunteers that we have throughout our partnership churches and throughout the community, and then also the financial support that we receive.
I think shelters and transitional living is great because a lot of times they try to work the whole issue, not just homelessness. So, what mental health issues might be getting in the way of you maintaining stability? What AODA issues might be getting in the way? What other resources do you need? How can we help you get some skills that will help you in a career and not just a job?
On one hand, we have to meet people's needs today. I mean, it's very easy for some of us to sit around and say, oh, we need to have more affordable housing, and which we do need all of that stuff, but that's not helping the person who's homeless today. So I always think it's two-pronged. I think we need to get basic needs resources to people immediately, and we need to have systems in place to do that. We also need to kind of go upstream, they say, and figure out why people are landing in these situations in the first place.
Students who are really focused on basic needs really they isolate themselves because they don't feel that they fit in, and so they struggle. I feel that the high school, at least at the high school level to and elementary level, that they don't feel that they fit in because no one understands. No one will understand me, and they're constantly thinking of their basic needs. They're not thinking of school. They're not thinking of making friends because that's not important to them right now.
They are with us just over 8 hours in a day. They are in that world of chaos for over 16 hours every day. And so when you bring them in here, keeping that to be a safe, welcoming environment where they can learn, where they can get food, where they can get resources and get the help that they need, and keep them calm in that environment is probably a big deal every day. Their biggest deal, my biggest deal, any school district's biggest deal. How do we do this?
I think anything's possible. I think you can end homelessness. It's going to start with community leaders and social service agencies getting together and really acknowledging the problem. If our community could get together and really map this out and have a great plan for our families, I think we could do amazing things.